started. I got a few little Discord messages and such to post around. And then, it will be time. Go ahead and get that posted out. So now that I'm live, wow, that looks weird whenever it's in the background. Need to keep that in mind. When it is in the background, it does look really funny. It looks like it needs to be turned down just a hair. So that way it's not completely overshadowing me. Just a hair more. Turn down to like right there. Let's try that. That looks a little better. Sounds more like you guys can actually hear me now. So. Alrighty then. This spool up for just about another second or so, then we'll go ahead and get going. I'm so excited about this, guys. I have been waiting for this game, or at least a game in its fashion, to come out since the release of Patrician 4. I have played both Patrician 3 and Patrician 4 for both well over 100 hours each, and I enjoyed the games quite immensely. In fact, it's actually one of the main reasons that I got into the idea of business management. As funny as that is, it is the reason that I plan to start my own business, is because of this, well, the predecessors to these games. Now, that being said, the Hanseatic League is not a patrician game, and as such, I will not be judging it as though it is one. It is its own take on the formula. So, we'll have to see exactly how it plays out, and I'm just going to go from there. Now, I will admit, this may not be entertaining for a lot of people, because it will likely be a lot of spreadsheets, documentations, trading routes, and those kind of things. I don't know. That's how the patrician games were, but they were a lot of fun. So, you have been warned. Let's get started. Alright. Looks like they got like a board game going on in the background. I like that. Alright, my name is Gray. Surname. Start in the 1450s. America has not yet been discovered. I like that guy. Let's find a good family crest. I like the hawk. Oh, actually, hang on. Yeah, it's a boar, though. Stag. Anchor. I think we may just go with the stag. I kind of like that. There we go. Go with the stag. Alright, so character traits. Each character has one virtue and one flaw. They bring about advantages and drawbacks in the game. However, two conflicting traits, for example, affectionate and cold-hearted, cannot be chosen at the same time. Alright. This is Hanse, the Hanseatic League. It is a game that launched just 2 days ago. I'm literally going into it 100% blind, so... We'll see. Resourceful. This character is resourceful and makes A virtue of necessity. Effect: a convoy's provisions are used up more slowly as long as you're the captain. So that means you may not always be the captain. Okay. Ambitious. Drives his character on faster than with others. Convoy sails 10% faster. If I am blind, well, I have a braille to finger reader, and I'm just running my fingers over it. Don't make fun of disabilities, perfect. It's not nice. Neat. This character is well organized. 25 additional spaces in the warehouse when you're an agent. So yeah, there will be a difference between being a captain and being an agent. Okay. Courage spurs this character on to heroic deeds. All ships in the convoy have 5% more attack power. Alright, that's fine, bud. Observant. This character easily keeps track of things in the heat of battle. 10% chance for an additional cannon or shield during naval combat. So this is based on the board game. Ooh, okay. Tenacious. This character can easily act convincingly towards others. Effect: 10% chance for an additional diplomacy point during election for mayor. As candidate for mayor. So that has one use. Quite literally, one use. God-fearing. Well, this character's reputation as pious precedes him wherever he goes. 10% less donations to the clergy are necessary during elections for mayor. This character's reputation as a pious that's literally just said twice. I wonder why that is. Alright, honest. This character is a great believer in the principle of doing honest business. Effect: actions by this character that improve family reputation with the Hanse Council cause a 15% increase in reputation growth. Okay. Cheerful. This character is particularly healthy. Life expectancy. Okay, so life expectancy is going to play a part. Cool. So that may mean we can actually make a full lineage. You could in Patrician 4, not so much in Patrician 3. Affectionate. This character takes pleasure in the joys of marriage. The chance of conceiving a child. The chance of conceiving a child is increased by 10%. So I think we're gonna take honest as our positive. Alright, and then we'll see. Simple-minded. This character is simple-minded and wastes its resources. The convoy's provisions are used up faster. Okay. Lazy. This character is lazy and tends towards slowness. Convoy sails 10% slower. Sloppy. This character is careless. 25% fewer spaces in the warehouse. Hesitant. This character tends towards cowardice. All ships in the convoy have 5% less attack power. Ooh. Absent-minded. This character easily loses track of things in the heat of battle. 10% risk of one cannon less or one shield less during naval combat. Okay. Docile. This character can easily influenced by others. Effect: 10% risk of diplomacy point less during an election for mayor. Okay. Profane. This character is regarded as not very devout. 10% more donations to the clergy are necessary during elections. Okay. Sickly. This character is physically frail and inclined to get sick. Effect: life expectancy shortened by 5%. Cold-hearted. This character displays a lack of emotions and seems cold. Chance of conceiving a child is decreased by 10%. Well, why don't we do, like, honest but cold-hearted? Like, let's just do that. Can we change the crest, though? I'd love to be able to change that crest. Alright, we want the tutorial on. Yeah, for sure want the tutorial on. So, let's go and get into this. Alright, back in Lubeck. A long journey lies behind you when you finally arrive your old hometown Lubeck. Or is it Lubeck? I can never remember. Lubeck. After your father's death, the family manor now belongs to you. Once you have roamed around the old house, feel free to old house, you feel an urge to head for the family gallery. The portraits of your parents glow down on you in the candlelight, and you take a look around. Use WASD wheel to zoom, press the right mouse button to shift the camera, so shift the cameras. Okay, so that's Hector and Elise. I guess my mother was Elise. Yeah, Hector and Elise. Okay. A large house. So yeah, the idea of the lineage is going to be really strong here. Okay. I have a Oh, this is my messages. Okay. So, and this is apparently was my father, Hector, and Elise was my mother, and they have the same family crest. Okay. Convoy, my family. So yeah, family will play a huge part. Hanse Town, Hanse Council. Alright. We got a game menu. Alright. Time has faded the colors of the portraits, but it could not do a thing to the pride in your parents' eyes. One of the largest and most powerful families of merchants in the Hanse once, many years ago, now merely a faint likeness of what it was. You think back to memories of your parents. Interact with objects in the game world, light up with the cursors held over. Now click on your parents' portraits to learn more about them. Okay. She was tenacious, but she was dishonest, and she is now dead. She was buried in Lubeck. So she was very dishonest. And he was neat but cold-hearted. A letter. You were just about to turn away when you noticed something about the picture. Your father, a scroll sticking out from behind the frame, high enough to be safe from prying eyes. A message? Objects that you're supposed to click on progress have game's pulsing light effect. And I click on the scroll to read it. Okay. My precious child, these are my last words, and if these times weren't so troubled, there were surely be more to write. Your brother perished at sea, as you well know, and I am plagued by a sickly kind of weakness, too strong to resist anymore. I hereby bequeath you our family's possessions along with our storage venue in the Hanse warehouse in Lubeck. I know you don't think much of our family traditions, but I would like you to always remember one thing. We were once one of the most powerful families in the merchants in the Hanse, the Hanseatic League. You are young and the world awaits you. Seek out Bodo Bachir in Novagord. He is the last true friend the family has, your father. Okay. So, a last will. Your father's last words are engraved in your memory, and you resolve to pay a visit to your family's warehouse. There are two kinds of messages: tutorial tasks, which smaller missions which can accomplish in a few steps. Hints are brief texts that triggered by certain actions after you end the tutorial and guide you enough the course of the game. New messages appear as a red number under the carrier pigeon. That's a pigeon? Looks more like a crow. I mean, it's really darked out, so it looks like a crow. Now close this message in order to receive the next one. A key. Each family of the merchants is Hanse has a right to a section in the town's warehouse, provided the town is a member of the Hanse. Your family's goods are still stored in the warehouse in Lubeck. You should You hold the key in your hands and set off on your way. Click on your portrait on the wall. Click the symbol as agent. Use as agent. And then we want to go down to Lubeck. And then leave the family window gallery by clicking on the world map button in the upper right. World map. When you arrive at the warehouse, the administrators and traders ask you lots of questions. Warily at first, then with warmth. Your family's name is still well known in Lubeck. Property demands propriety demands that you join them in toast to your father. Then you are graciously left in peace. You examine the goods. Click on the municipal coat of arms in Lubeck to open the town menu. A town menu always opens on the market tab. Since Lubeck is a Hanse town, you are able to use the Hanse warehouse. You can find it on the right side of your family's goods are listed under the warehouse tab. Take a look at the tooltips for them and learn more about the attributes. Okay. Amber, fine amber, incense, flour, armor, okay, ash, leather, stockfish, okay. The goods still seem to be in good condition. They differ according to quality: plain, ordinary, fine, luxury. Clothing, food, durables, and other. The higher the quality, the higher the selling price. You can usually attain for a type of good at the market. To buy your first transport ship, you need 1,900 silver marks. Sell goods from the warehouse by clicking on the entries under the warehouse icon. You can filter goods according to their value and switch categories. You can set the quality purchased via a slider, or the quantity purchased via a slider. Get at least 1,900 silver marks to buy your first ship. Don't sell everything all at once. Sell valuable goods first. Well, yeah. So let's look at what's valuable. Okay. It's fine. That's a luxury. Which luxury was the highest? Yeah. Okay, so luxury. How many do I have? Oh, 5, 4. Okay, that's fine. Plain, ordinary. That's fine. How much money? Where do I see my money? Well, money's up here. Okay. Okay, and the armor's also fine. Said we need 1,900. So, let's look at one more. Here we go. Your first ship, the coins weigh down your pocket as you walk down the port. The fresh air of the Baltic Sea reminds you that your first ship is within reach, but Novgorod is still far away. At the other end of the sea, click on the port tab to take a look at the different types of ship and then buy a cog. Okay, so port tab, okay. And then it wants us to buy a cog. Transports, okay. Port tab. Okay, cog has 6 cannons. Basic attack 1. Okay. Storage 100 units. 15 provisions per month. So, okay, so that's something we have to worry about, is feeding our crew. That's something in the other games you do not have to worry about. By the way, galleons are effing expensive. Jeez. Alright, so we're going to buy a cog. Yes. Alright. Your new ship is impressive, but your hold isn't as full as it could be. As a child of the family of the merchants, you know that goods profit can surely be made in Novgorod with a cargo of famous Lubeck salt. Open the town menu in Lubeck. Buy 50 units of salt at the town market directly onto your ship. Okay, so market. And we're buying directly to ship. And we want to do buy increments of 10. Find salt, and then go 1. Oh, I don't have... Okay. So how do I change? There's got to be a way to change. Okay, so we set change to here. So I need to buy 50 units of salt. So I'll basically need to sell everything else. Alright, we're going to go back to salt. Then we want to buy 1 and salt. Alright, inspect the ship. Your ship is loaded, but where to find it among the other ships at the port? Choose My Convoy icon. It's right here. You click on the magnifying glass and focus the camera on the convoy. You click directly on a ship in the world to choose it. Okay, well this is My Convoy. Click here, center camera. Okay. Take command. There are a few things you ought to know before you set sail. A convoy consists of a maximum of 5 ships. Each ship bought has a captain, a crew, several cannons, and fully stocked provisions. You can view the details about the ship when you click on the symbol of the ship in the convoy menu. The captain is not a member of the family. He can navigate... The captain is not a member of the family. He can navigate the ship, but he has no character traits offering advantages or disadvantages. Now click on the My Family on the status bar in the upper edge and click on the symbol Use as Captain. Okay, so My Family. Click here. And then we want to use as Captain. And then we want to have the tilde. Alright, so you're ready to set sail and hope that you encounter Bobo Becherer, your family friend, in Novigorod. You gaze at determination eastward to leave Lubeck. Now, to sail to a town with 1 ship, choose the convoy first, then use the right mouse button to click on the sign of the town you want to navigate to. Okay, so it's first, basic, click, then Wazda? No. Novigorod. I cannot remember where Novigorod is. Danzig, Lubeck, Hamburg, Rebel, Riga, Danzig, Novigorod. Here we go. Alright. A landlubber, the first time on a ship, the crew eyes the new captain skeptically. You'll have to prove yourself first, but as long as you make sure that enough provisions are on board, a mutiny is unlikely, and after a few days, your stomach starts to settle down a bit. You stay on course. A green line on the water indicates that the ship is sailing towards a port. You can change the game speed. You can rotate. Okay. You docked in Novigorod, which by the way, we're going to go ahead and pause while I read this one. Docked in Novigorod at last. The first thing you should do is sell your salt. Open the town menu for Novigorod. Pay attention to the sales prices for salt in your hold. You receive this amount. Novigorod salt, 1 last of salt. Okay, pay attention to the sales prices for the salt in your hold. You receive this amount in Novigorod for 1 unit. 1 last one of salt. To see this business transaction is profitable, compare the selling price with the average price you pay. You can view this tooltip for goods in your hold under salt. This figure shows you, okay, so it's basically how do I tell whether or not it's profitable? Okay, an average price I paid, 403. Okay, now what is their buying price? What are they buying it at? Are they buying it at 6? Is that what that is? Because, yeah, okay, so I think this is the price right here. This is the amount they're paying. So, now sell the 50 units of salt to the town market. Well, that's going to drop the price. 6, 6, 6. That should have dropped the price, but it didn't. Supply and demand. The path across town leads past craftsman, warehouse, and through the resident districts, where the population lives. In the tab population and production, you can see the goods that the town's population and economy need. An increased demand will tend to drive the price for certain goods higher. If a surplus, the general idea of supply and demand. If the company needs it, they're gonna pay more for it because they need it. So then we can go here, population, and we can see that inhabitants, they don't use a lot of luxury items. They use a lot of the fine beef items. They don't really use a ton of ordinary items or a ton of plain items. But that's what they produce. Yeah, this is demand. Okay, so demand. Alright, so they demand a lot of luxury items here. So, like, I could sell silk cloth, silk clothing, and fur here. Or do they produce that? I don't. A little bit backwards. Okay, and then durables. Mainly they need ash, malt, tools. 'Cause if I remember right, Novigorod used to be where you bought your furs. Okay, and then production. Okay. Okay. On your way across town, you walk past the Hanse warehouse. The doors are locked and the faces in the windows unfriendly. Looking for Bodo Brecher, you question and soon find him at the inn nearby. Your father's letter convinces you the old diplomat to confide in you. Ever since the Klunsglide Guild has named the mayor of the old Hanse warehouse named the mayor the old Hanse warehouse. The old Hanse warehouse has remained closed. Now the Klunsglide Guild controls the business in town and is escalating the old hostility between the two guilds. Bodo waves for you to join him, and you leave the inn. Follow Bodo Brecher to the meeting in the town of the town council by opening the town hall tab. Okay, what is the town hall tab? Which one's town hall tab? Town hall. Okay. Brynjulf, are gonna say, has been mayor for 4 years and is being voted out. Is the only matter of days, but who is the successor going to be lies in our hands. The candidate from the Hanseatic Guild or me. Thank you for the follow. Meaty Ninja, appreciate that, bud. Or me. Bodo looks at you for a moment before he continues. I think a second pair of eyes in there is not a bad idea. We don't know what kind of methods the guild are going to use. Before you can bat an eye, you are following him into the assembly hall at the town hall. Click on the play election for mayor manually. Okay. Play election for mayor manually. Okay. So this is based on the board game. This is cool. Alright, the town council is comprised of delegates representing citizens, the church, the old mayor, and the opposing candidate. Although you stay in the background, you notice that several members of the council are undecided about who they are going to vote for. Look at the undecided person on the town council. Take a look at how you could use to influence this person to vote for Bodo Brecher. Okay, which these people are, I guess, well, this guy's undecided. Okay. Town council decides you've conferred with Bodo, and now the diplomat from Klunsglide Guild is going to assert his influence. Click on the bell to end your turn. Now the opposing diplomat starts his action. After that, the town council will vote for a new mayor. Okay. What am I supposed to do here? You have 3 possibilities to influence this person. Each person awaits a minimum offer. However, you can also wager more to make sure that your opponent doesn't win. Persuade, use diplomacy. Offer marriage. Arrange a marriage between a council member and a relative. Or with you personally. Remember that you can only broker children or younger siblings for marriage. Okay. Try letting money talk and give your purse a jingle, but mind you, this tactic is not particularly popular with the Hanse Council. Donate only applies with clerics. Display your generosity towards the church and make a donation in order to get... So basically you bribe the priest. Oh, that's brilliant. You bribe the freaking priest. Oh, that is great. Okay, but I can't see how much money I have. That's kind of a problem. Oh, okay, so if I hover over this, I can see how much I have, which I only have 2,100 and... Or no. Is that how much I have? So I'm gonna donate 3,000. Which, yeah, okay, this is the amount I have. So I did make a really, really good profit off the salt. Okay. So I'll put 3,000. And then... marriage. I don't want to bribe anybody. But he's undecided. I mean, the reputation, influence, minimum 5. Which, I don't know, how does that work? I don't know how that one works. 2109, also hello, can't stay long because 720p is too much for my internet. It's 720p? Really? I thought I was doing 480p. That's kind of funny. It was supposed to be 480p. I wonder if I can change that. No, not while broadcasting, unfortunately. Sorry, BK. I'll put it up on YouTube later, though. So if you want to see it, it will be up on YouTube later. I don't understand. What is... Okay, how does... Use diplomacy points to persuade this person to vote for you. Positive. I don't have anyone that can offer to be married. But that's Brynjolf. Isn't he the one we're running against? Minimum 4. Does this mean we only have 2? Like, we don't want to bribe anybody. Pure Psych is the one that's... How many more actions can I do? Remaining diplomacy points. Makes a diplomatic proposal to Brynjolf. Okay. So, and then we end turn. So we only had 2 actions. Okay, the election decided. You were unable to bring Novigord back into the Hanse. But when you arrived back at the port, you realized that your efforts were certainly worthwhile. A second ship lies anchored alongside your cog, a gift from Bobo. Yet one thing keeps crossing your mind. Bobo's words before you parted ways. The Glide won't forget our attempt to take the city away from them anytime soon. Take a look at your new ship and become familiar with its attributes. You can now trade freely in the Baltic Sea. You can use your knowledge to increase your wealth. Okay, so now we're to the... now we're to the point where it's actually... where it's to the more of a patrician type thing. Okay, so let's look here. The convoy. Second ship is what? On new shores... whoops. Nope, I want to pause, by the way, while I'm reading this. You have been here for a long time and have seen a lot. Now it's time to set sail again. But take a look at the market. An empty hold does not bring any profit. Departure from port by ship. Okay. So what is how big is your hold? So this ship has 50. So mine's a cog. Theirs is a carrack. Carracks are massive escorts and provide protection for the transport of goods. They can be equipped with passable numbers of cannons. Okay. So they're intended to not really carry the goods while they can. They shouldn't, but they can. And they're basically the assault coverage. Okay. Let's see. So, what do they have in plenty here? So, let's see. What do they produce? Okay. Production buildings, a weaving mill. Okay, commodity resources. Each town has access to 2 commodity resources. The first accessible any supply populations figure. The second population town's commodity resource. Okay, resource buildings, furrier, brewery, weaving mills. Okay, so each of these does produce sable furs. Okay, so I wasn't wrong, and it also produces horns. Okay, so that's a thing. So we'll need to look and see then. The weaving mills turn the sable furs into... Okay, you can't make any changes here as you're not the mayor. Okay, so these are the things that it could make. But effectively, we need to look and see how much their furs are. Okay, so let's take a look. Horns are going for 80.33. Sable furs. Only traders of the same guild to which the town belongs own the rights to buy goods of quality luxury. Bring the city to your guild and automatically acquire this right. Okay, so because these aren't luxury, we can buy them. But because they aren't luxury, they're not going to bring a large amount. So, we need to keep that in mind. They have a fairly good amount of... Alright, let's just buy 10 honeycomb. And like 10 horns. Yeah, let's just do that for right now. Because I'll have to figure out what buys and sells where. But for right now, that'll be fine. Who needs... What are you guys looking for? Needs linen cloth. Needs honey. Well, we just bought honeycombs. So... Can we sell that closer? No, we can't. But let's buy some more honeycomb then. Let's buy like... Yeah, let's take 20 and let's sail to London. It looks like London needs to get some honey. Okay, an attack. Someone has bent your interference in the mayoral election and has rushed you a pirate ship train. On the neck of the buccaneer's seam, determined to board or sink your ship. Position your crew to fend off the play net. Okay, so there's a thing where I gotta play naval battle. manually. Okay, so where's the battle? Okay, so how do I tell it to play the battle manually? Okay, and then we want to do play naval battle manually. Okay. Alright, choosing strategy. When two convoys face each other, the captains alternatively decide which basic strategy they choose. Take a moment to familiarize yourself with the strategies. Click on the panels in the lower edge of the screen and you preview your actions, the arrows. Okay. Okay, align your ships with the first row. Attack with all ammunition. So, these are us. Okay. Reassemble. Okay, click on the knife symbol when you have chosen your basic strategy you want. Well, let's protect the transport. That's what I think I want to do. Okay, it's saying that you should try to weaken them to board. So, okay. So, additional cannons if available. Afterwards, click on the knife. Cannons. This is interesting. And it's a dice roll, huh? Basic tactic, apply cannons if you have them. It's in tatters and its sails are about broken. And this is its transporter, basically its guard, and its guard is fleeing. So yeah, let's go for weaken, and they're not attacking, so I got doubles. Does that mean anything good? The ship has been boarded. Okay. So if we want to do this... Is this ship now ours? I think this ship's now ours. Okay, so now we're going to move forward. Okay, and now it's their turn. Alright, this makes sense. So they escaped. But we got a new transport ship. Okay. Okay. After the battle, so let's pause. Okay. You defeated the pirates. In the event you were able to capture the transporter, it is now located in your convoy. Look at the hold to see what kind of goods it actually had on board. So there's that. So it needs repairs. Marrying. The danger of attacking the marring. I guess it's not marrying. Marring. The danger of attacking the pirates has made you realize that you are all alone. Nobody will mourn you when you sink to wet grave. To start a family... Oh, no, that is marrying. Okay. To start a family of your own, open your character window, click Seek Marriage Candidate. List of potential marriage candidates shown to you. Alright, well, let's first turn to profit, then we'll worry about marriage. Alright, so what did you have on you? You had beer and amber. Okay. So that's all good and well. The problem is, because this ship got pretty messed up, before we go sell to Lubeck, I want to go ahead and tell it to my convoy. My convoy. Now let's go here. Do I have to be... Yeah, let's go here first and get this thing repaired. Hell, we might even just dock and Rebel. Yeah, let's just dock and Rebel and see if we can get our ship repaired, because it's part of our guild. Because since it's now ours, I mean, we might as well get it repaired. So... Okay, now we're in dock, so let's go... Hanse Town... Not Hanse Towns. Alright, Rebel... Port. Alright, so I want to... buy provisions. Buy provisions, buy provisions... Let's just go ahead and restock provisions on these guys. Ooh, yeah. You know what? Let's get some more cannons on there, because he's our armored transport. So, and then we need to get you repaired, but we really can't. I paid $28.09. I mean, that's a small profit. Not much though. I paid $80.03. Alright, well, let's just take this and go to Lubeck, and then, because we've got to get that ship repaired before we get attacked again. Not that that attack was horribly, like, make you freak out kind of thing, but, like, it's definitely something we should be worried about. But this actually makes a lot of sense. I mean, a lot of people, for whatever reason, didn't realize, like, you couldn't just trade in every single town. Like, you had to have the rights to trade in specific towns. And, like, you can see the different guild flags. Like, those are different people that are trading from different towns. So, to be able to trade really high goods, you had to have these things. And it amazes me that so many people don't realize that. Alright. Ship is docked here. That's even less. Jeez. Is it cheaper for me to repair you? No. Alright. Let's restock its provisions at least. And then we're gonna go sell some honey, because we gotta make money. We gotta make money. So, we're gonna go to London. We're gonna pick up some fish. Because they used to be the producers of fish. Production. Furriers. Furs and skins. Really? Now, we'll be able to buy these wines if we so choose it. But I don't think we will immediately. Oh, wow. Wow, I do kind of like this, though. Being able to zoom all the way out like that. That's nice. There's our little transports. So yeah, this is based off the board game, I'm guessing. Based on all like the dice rolls and stuff like that, I think there might have actually been a board game about this. Because it seems to have some very strict rules. Alright, so we're here at London. Well, that's not a huge profit. I'll take it. And the horns is still a loss. Ugh. Okay. Flax. Sable furs. Wine. Alright, let's take a second and look real quick. No. Sail back. Hang on. My map orientation all messed up. Alright, Lubeck is going to need silk. Okay, they're going to need charcoal. Needs honey. We just provided honey to London. So let's take a look around and see. Bremen needs ash, which we sold our ash. Silk, ash, charcoal. Needs wool. Can I buy wool in London? Grains, flour, furs. Gore's fine. Maximum 9. There's a pirate ship. Low quantity. What's this over here? Oh, this is the volume of them. Okay. Let's sail to Yarmouth and see if we can. Okay. Port 1. Hey, we can. Buy some logs. Alright. Bergen was a fishing town, I know that. Yeah, see cod, herring. Relation they use beer and honey a lot. So they don't really have a demand for the things we're going to be selling. So that's what we need to do, is we need to go and look for what's going to have a demand for horns. If anywhere. If maybe I made a bad purchase of these horns. I don't know. 84.6. I'm going to just dump them off and make a little bit of profit here. Herring. Let's buy 20 herring. This herring's that's a perishable good. But Lubeck can use it, right? Lubeck uses herring. Yeah, they use a lot of herring. Okay, so let's go to Lubeck. Alright, so right now, really the goal is just kind of to figure out who uses what and why. In the old games, like, I'm going to go ahead and pause this for a second. In the old games, there quite literally was a map, which I may go and look and see how much it correlates to this. I don't still have the map. I'm going to have to get it offline again. But if it correlates, what would be a smart thing to do would be to have that map up and, like, posted somewhere so that you can see it, see who uses and needs what the most, and then effectively try and, like, correlate it to this game. Because obviously this game and Patrician are very different. In fact, there was only fish. There were not these different varieties of fish. So, like, this will be an interesting adventure. Spoiled in 16 days. How long is our trip? Sheesh. 13 days. 12 days, 11 days. Sheesh. If we make this in time, might just want Stop in Cambridge. Oh, it's gonna be cutting it close. That's gonna be cutting it so damn close. Alright, pause. Oh, not quite docked yet. Okay, pause. I paid 3, they're giving 3, but it's about to spoil. I mean, I hate to say it, but I'll take it. Okay, Visby, what do you use? What do you need? You need wood? No, you don't need wood at all. Stockholm? No wood. Hamburg, maybe? You need wood? Firearms? I don't even know what? Your category other. Okay. Let's try Visby. I mean, let's try Visby. Like, that's all we can do is we can try. So, still need to get that other ship repaired. Not that we're carrying anything valuable right now, but it would definitely be smart to try and do that. Alright. 6-9, yeah, no, these guys don't need 7-2 for wool. Let's buy 40 wool. Who appears need wool? It's wool cloth. So if I deliver them wool, in theory, I should get more money for that. In theory. Find this convoy. Get provisions again. Alright. 7-3, 7-4, 7-2, 3, so that's still selling at a loss. Jeez. This is selling at a profit. Not much of one, though. Sell 2 of that, and I'll pick up some. What do I want to pick up from here? Let's pick up some honeycombs. And then while we're at port, restock all the ships. Oh man, this is gonna cut into our profit margin so bad. Having to keep these guys stocked. Just watch that money dwindle. That's just stocking one ship. Sheesh. Okay, I gotta make sure I keep. Okay, my big ship's still pretty well stocked. This ship's still pretty stocked. How the hell did you get. Wait, do they share provisions? Oh my, they share provisions. Okay, so this is actually provisioning for the whole kit and caboodle. It's not just provisioning for the one ship. That makes that a little less terrifying, because that means in theory then it's not going to be as hard whenever I go from port to port checking to see, you know, what's good, you know. Durability of only 50 days. Well, let's give it a freaking shot. It's gonna break us if we don't make it. Travel to London. Oops. Because if we don't make it with that, we are screwed. Actually, let's just go to Copenhagen. Copenhagen with the beef. Because in theory, they need beef. So... And if they don't want it, I'll go to Lubeck and maybe sell it a little bit of a loss, but hopefully still be able to make most of my money back on it. Considering, yeah, it's got 27 days, so from here we could make it to London. We could make it. Beef, 67.5. Damn, there's a good profit. Wool, 7.1. Lumber, 7.1. Grains is all I could buy here. Hell, I'm half tempted to sail back and get more beef. Hell, if they're paying that. Where are the pirates? Okay, I don't see any pirates right now. I saw a flash of one. Where was it? We need to get that ship repaired though, so like, I'll go ahead and speed this up a bit. Alright, when we get to Revel, we're going to sell from our ship. Where's the beef? Buy as much of that as we can. Like, I don't even care if we're technically selling the loss on this wood. I want more beef. Give me the beef. Because we can take that over here, over to Copenhagen, and we can make a pretty hefty profit. Of course. Dock and Visby, Dock and Visby, Dock and Visby. Ha! Fuck you. I don't think I could trade anything in Visby here, right? 2369, yeah, no. Go to Copenhagen. Haha! Get stuffed! I win! Alright. So we'll dock in Copenhagen where they're paying 67.5 for this. Sell all this beef again. Sell the wool at a little bit of a profit. Sell the honey to loss? Question mark? I mean, it's a little bit of a loss. But we'll just kind of, I mean, right now, this is a pretty good profit margin. Obviously, we're going to be killing our own profit fold by doing this. And by that, I mean, because we're doing this constantly. Eventually, Revel, which is who I'm buying beef from, eventually will run out of beef. Because I will be buying up all their stores. So in theory, like if that's how the game plays this, I don't know if it is for sure or not. If that's how they go, see, yeah, right here, 51.81. So like that's getting more and more expensive because we're buying up what perishable goods they do have. Ooh, I don't want to buy sheepskin. Crap. Okay, well I can sell it right back to him for the same profit I bought it for, so no loss there. Just buy some more beef. But, so, like there, like for instance, I killed off my own beef producer by taking the beef. That's not a good thing. Like, you really shouldn't do that. In theory, it would be best if you had different markets that you could buy a specific product from, to be able to guarantee that you don't put too much strain on that particular market. What's kind of neat so far is this is following the patrician era style of trading, which is great. It's super simple to follow. All I have to do is just literally just wait till I get into port, check to make sure it's still selling for that, which it is, And then I turn a hefty little profit. And then I check. I can check right here. Do they only have a little bit of grains? They don't really have anything that I need to buy. But let's see what they need. So, like, we're going to pause time for while we're shitting in port. Let's check and see what Revel needs. Met until the end of July. Okay, so, like, their needs for these specific goods are met. Their needs for these specific goods are met. But fish oils, candies, and charcoal have not been met at all. Neither has honey, butter, beer. Who makes beer? Be a good question. Who makes beer? Was that Bremen? Don't quote me on that one. I think that might have been Bremen. Production. I believe they make beer. Market. Wine. Alcohol. Alcohol is not beer. Okay, so let's see. Still not beer. Burgess. Alcohol. Iron ore. Copper ore. Salts. So, like, we need your ores. Burgess is the place to go now. We need beer. Where are we gonna get beer? I think, was beer a London thing? Beer. Who made beer? Yarmouth isn't part of our guild, so I can't look and see exactly what they make. You guys, I mean, you make cod. You know what I could start doing? Because they buy pork. Right? They buy pork, so what if I were to buy pork over here, transport it up here? Godbird, I can't look because you're not part of my guild. That's annoying. You guys make pork as well. You make it 10.5. Do I know how much pork is going for? Let's go to Visby. I think I might go to Visby and buy some pork. We're gonna let the meat market and Revel kind of come back because we literally almost killed it. And Lubeck. You guys need pork? You need a little bit of pork. I might just buy pork and I don't really want to sell at a loss. Man, it is hard to turn down that profit margin. It's 10 on the head. Let's do pork. Just buy our fill-in pork that we can. As much as our hold can fill, and then we'll buy the rest in beef. Then we're gonna go back to Copenhagen. Let's go to Lubeck first. Let's go to Lubeck, which is our hometown. It's always better, or it used to always be better, to sell to your hometown. The reason for this was it raised your family's reputation, which is kind of what you needed to be able to progress. So the beef will sell here, which is good. That turns us a profit. Do we have anything that's worth a damn here? Salt's worth a little bit, not much. Let's just buy like 10 salt. And let's go to Copenhagen. What are we needing now? We're needing silk. Okay, so we'll have to pay attention and look out for silk. Okay. Pork's 10.5, which I bought at 10.5. So instead, let's go to Bergen. Bergen. Humans don't. Our pork's gonna spoil. That's a lot of Huh. Huh. Alright, we need to unload this right now. I don't even care. Like, yeah, that was about bad. I didn't pay attention to the product life and just lost a good portion of profit because of it. I mean, they still bought the spoiling pork, which, I mean, is... I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, but, like, they still bought it. But that's not necessarily the worst thing. I really can't turn a profit on this. These all spoil. See, that's the problem. Is these all spoil. Yarmouth, has your salt production been filled? It's mostly been filled. What about you guys? Mostly filled. Edinburgh, mostly filled. Yeah, let's go here anyways. Make sure there's nobody looking for salt on the map. Yeah, there's not. Ooh, oops, not that far in. Come on, dock up already. Why aren't we not docking in Edinburgh? Oh, we don't have any provisions. That's why they're not going to Edinburgh. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and repair that. $60 days. We've got to make a profit. Oh, jeez. Sail to London. Until the convoy's provisions are fully restocked. Oh, Christ. Guys, this is about as fully restocked as you're gonna get. We're about out of money. In fact, we are out of money. Oh yeah, I still have this stuff. I don't even care. Just sell it. So our first mutiny, and it's over freaking food. Ugh. Of course. I'll be perfectly honest, I don't want this ship. I want 2 ships. I don't want 3. I'm just gonna sell this ship. Which means, because I couldn't sell it because the whole... Oh, I just wasted money. Oh, that hurts. But I don't want that ship, so... Like, in general, I did not want that ship. What's the 179 days? Well, let's go back to our meat market then. Less ships, less provisions. I cannot believe we had our first mutiny over fucking provisions. Ugh. But, I mean, them's the breaks. Gotta feed your crew. And, of course, now if I get attacked by a pirate, it's gonna be like, oh, you're supposed to have 3 ships, so we'll throw something with 3 ships at you. Ugh. The provisions thing's kind of rough. I'm not gonna lie. That is kind of rough. It's not bad. It's just rough. Just takes some new learning. And I may fail my first playthrough, guys. I may fail hard my first playthrough. So first thing when you dock up, obviously now I know, needs to be you restock. You restock the second you dock up. And then you come over here and you buy... Who needed wool clothing? Somebody still needed wool clothing. Let's buy some, like, just generic wool real quick. Let's go sail to Turku and see if they will buy it for a profit, which they don't. I mean, guys, I can't supply you if you're not actually buying at a profit. I can't. So what we will do is we'll grab some beef, and some pork. The pork will probably just sell for the same market that we were making on or that we bought it at, to be perfectly honest. But that's just what we're gonna have to do, because we can't keep losing money. Like, that's something we can't do. We gotta start turning a profit. So I'm making a small profit off the wool here. Really no profit off the pork, but it's helping the town, which, like, I'm okay just helping the town. The beef we're making a profit on for sure. How much more do you guys need? Does it say? I want to go ahead and try and see if I can't get that pork market fulfilled. See if that does anything. I'm not even sure if it will, to be honest. Beef, that's still at a win. Definitely at a win. And we'll just sail back. Now granted, this is a perishable product that we're transporting, but we've got a place we can sell them at, so okay, they're close to being still hasn't filled up. Jeez. The beef is where our profit is. I mean, by and by, the beef is where our profit is. So, like, we'll just have to kind of keep transporting beef for right now, because the markets themselves kind of demand beef trade. Lubeck, what are you buying wool for? I sold you wool. 7-3. Let's go to Revel. Alright, provisions, first things first. Oh, okay, I can literally just slide that over. Derp-a-derp, of course. Alright, alright, so we're gonna buy up what beef they have for sale. We're gonna buy up what pork they have for sale. We're gonna buy up what wool they have, or what wool we can carry. And that's what we're gonna haul. We're gonna go to Lubeck. I love that you can see the other players, or not other players, but like other trade ships. So we're making a profit off the wool. Not a huge one, but we are making a profit, which is good. Definitely making a profit off the beef, as usual. Not really making a profit off the pork, but we're really just selling the pork to help fulfill this quota. So now really what we need to do is start trying to fulfill this beef quota. So we need to figure out the towns that produce beef and produce a lot. What is this? What's this symbol? You guys sell fish. Okay. I don't know what these symbols are. They're in need. Maybe that's how in need of a specific item they are? Alright, ooh! Beef's lower. Brilliant! Ooh, but your wool is way the hell up. Ooh. Okay, no, we're not gonna mess with your wool. Can we go back to Novichord? Or are they gonna basically shun us because of it? Kinda hope they don't shun us, but they might. 15, 8, 4, 7, 14. Just nothing worth buying. That's a shame. That's a darn shame. Did we not buy the beef? Oh, we did. Maybe I accidentally sold it back or something. I don't know. 7-4. So yeah, that's definitely a profit. And then the pork. We know the pork. Like we're gonna stop in Stockholm and drop off the pork, which again won't be a profit, but like we're also gonna pick up their beef. We're also going to pick up as much as we can carry of the wool. And we're going to... Danzig, I think that means that they're in desperate need for these. I'm not for sure, but I noticed that bar's filling up. I don't know why. 718. Still a profit. That's still a profit. So I couldn't buy anything because my hold was full earlier. But okay, that did not make the bar go down any. I don't know what that bar is. Bird says it has a message, but I don't really want to become married. I kind of want this first guy just to kind of die an old codger, and then that'll be where we end the playthrough, is just like him dying in port or something. 7-2. That's cutting into the profit margin. Like, that's cutting into the profit margin pretty high, actually. Let's go to Viz. Actually, let's go to Stockholm. See if they've got more beef. Hello, I am here to buy your beef. 7-3. Jeez. Jiminy. I am here to definitely buy all of your beef. Jeez. 7-1. Yeah, we'll buy the rest of our holding beef. Oh, no shit. I need to load this beef and then load this wool. I don't want my transport to be carrying anything. Ah, crap, I've got beef here. I really don't have a choice. I didn't realize. I thought I was buying to my ship, so I was like, "Oh, that's perfectly fine," you know, like, no worries here. I've got plenty of room. And then I realized that was buying to the freaking warehouse, which as soon as I leave the town, I'm pretty sure all that stuff would have been lost. So, all right, let's go here. 704. That's a loss. Okay, the beef is still a profit. The 704. We want to go ahead and load that. We want to change ships. Load that here. Change ships again because apparently I've just bought too much freaking wool. Let's go to Copenhagen. I guess why not? I paid 7-1 for that, so that's fine. So we're turning a pretty hefty profit from that one. You know what? Let's fight. Let's fight, brother. Let's do this. We're gonna go fight some pirates. I'm probably gonna die here, guys. Oh dear God, that's a lot of the. They have a very large convoy. They have a large ass convoy. Okay. Okay, we want us. Okay, you're my one with all the guns, right? Let's give you a. They got a lot of ships, guys. We may die here. We might die. I don't want to die. Okay, they're moving away. Wait, can I just tell you to do something? No. I just tell you to fire at will. Is this a good idea? I'm going for it. Probably a bad idea. That's a 7. I don't know how good a 7 is. They only have 12 sails left on that particular ship. Alright, they are attacking me. Okay, so we're gonna do this. This negates 10. And then they got doubles. Say 10 and 10. We negated 10 of that. We fire at will on both of these. It should take that one out of the game, I think. Oh, this is risky. This is risky. We probably ought to, honestly, because it's 2 men versus, it's 2 ships versus 5. In all honesty, we ought to probably just run the F away. But I'm going for it. That's another 7. That's 13 damage. That's not very much. They don't have shields anymore. Ship is unable to maneuver. Okay, are they fleeing at this point in time? Okay, we want to reassemble. No. Can we do reassemble you to here? Okay, shield to block that. damage. Oh, he's firing too. Shit. Okay. You're at 50 of 80. Okay. Oh, you don't. I need to move you back. Yeah, no, I've got to move you back. We can go after that here in a bit because it can't move. Tin cannonballs to hull. So they're firing at me. I don't have any shields. Oh, jeez. This is going to be a lot of damage. Yeah, we're going to be taking on water soon. Yeah, no, that ship's sunk. Yeah, ship destroyed. Oh, crap. So it may not be the smartest thing, even if you got a really loaded ship, to go out pirate hunting. Why are we not fleeting? You have passed away. Your time ahead of the Dravona family line is over. Which means game over. Okay. So that is Hanse. In a nutshell, that is the Hanseatic League. I didn't really think through attacking like that, but it makes sense what happened to me. I got ballsy. I attacked over what I could actually withstand. And because of that, it cost me my ships. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I am going to continue to play this. However, there are really bad storms about to hit. So I've got to end stream because otherwise you guys are just going to see a lot of jarbled mess. So, much hearts to everybody who watched. Much hearts to everybody who sees this on YouTube. And if you guys on YouTube do want to see more of this, I will be more than happy to export my plays over to YouTube. Now, mind you, as per my usual, it will be unedited plays. So, if you guys want to see that, you've got to let me know. But otherwise, you guys have a great day, and much hearts to everyone. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.